So an example, what the problem looks like, it's kind of like y'all did last week. It's going to be 2 to the x equals 64. So the name of the game here is to try to get the bottoms the same. So if you think about 3 to the 4th power, that can only be equal to 3 to what power? No, it's going to only be equal to 3 to what power though? Yeah. So that means if you can get the bottoms to match, then the tops have to match. So the name of the game is to try to get the bottoms to match. So when you look at this one, you got 2 to the power x equals 64. You got to take that 64. How can you write that as 2 to some power? 64. Yeah, so this would be 2 to the power x equal 2 to the power 6. And now you can look at the tops. So what is x equal? X equals 6. Yeah, but this is level 1 though. Level 1. Uh-huh. This exponential equations. And so level 2, I'll show you what level 2 look like. We got 4 to the power of 2x minus 1 equal 64. So the 4, this is the smaller one, so can you write 64 as 4 to some power? Is it 4 to the third? Because 4 times 4 is 16, and times another 4. 4 to the third. So this is 4 to the third. So you got the bottoms to match. So you got a 4 here and a 4 here. So once you do that, you don't need the bottoms no more. If the bottoms match, that means the tops have to be equal. So the next step will be 2x minus 1. You set the tops equal, and you solve for x. So solving this for x will be the first step. You add 1 to both sides, and you got 2x equal 4. And then how you get rid of the 2? Divide by 2. And you got x is equal to what? So you got that one. So this is just manipulation. Y'all ready for the next level? Yeah? You got a 32 to the power of x equals 8. This is one that's a little bit different because you can't make 32 8 to some power. There's no number that you can raise, well, no number you can raise 8 to the power of to give you 32. So if that don't work, you got to go lower. You got to think, what does 32 and 8 have in common? So can you make 8 4 to some power? No. So that means you got to go lower. What else they got in common? 2. So can you make 32 2 to some power? What? What about 8? What 2 to what power is 8? 2 to the 4th is 16. 2 to the 3rd is 8. What about 32? 2 to what power is 32? 2 to the 6, I think, is 64. 2 to the 5th. So, since 32 is 2 to the 5th, and you already got a power x out there, that power that you just created, you have to multiply times the power that's already out there. So this is going to become a 5x. So you're going to have 2 to the 5x equal 2 to the 3rd. So the bottoms are the same. So what's the next step? 5x equals 3. And how you solve for x? Divide by 5 and then you got your answer. So x is 3 over 5. Questions on that one?
How would you calculate that?
Oh, to check it?
Yeah.
To check it, if you want to check it, you got to put it in your calculator. Like, you got to say 32 to the power of 3 over 5 and see if it comes out equal to 8. The way you plug it in the calculator is 32 and you got to hit that caret button. Then open parentheses, 3 divided by 5 close parentheses, and it should give you 8. This next one, you got uh 3 to the power of 1 minus x equal to 1 over 27. So you got a fraction. But the first thing you notice is you got a base of 3 right here. And this 27, can you make 27 3 to some power? 3 to what? Yeah, so you got 3 to the power of 1 minus x equal 1 over 3 to the third. So now you got 3's everywhere. How you bring this 3 to the third to the top? And when you flip it, what happens? So it'll be 3 to the 1 minus x equals 3 to the negative 3. Everybody with me? So the bases are the same. So what does that mean? Cancel. So you're going to have 1 minus x equals negative 3. And then you solving this for x. So what you got to do? You subtract 1. Yeah. And so you got negative x equals what? Okay. And then how you get rid of the negative? Yeah. You divide by negative 1. And so you got x is equal to 4. So, no, it wouldn't really. So you got 6 to the power of x minus 3 over 4. And that equals the square root of 6. And so, right now the bases are not the same. You got a 6 to the power of x minus 3 over 4. And then you got a square root of 6. How can you rewrite the square root of 6? What power is the square root? 6 to the 1 half. So you got 6 to x minus 3 over 4 equals 6 to the power 1 half. So the bases are the same. So what does that mean? You get rid of the bases and you got x minus 3 over 4 equal 1 half. This is an equation with fractions. What's the common denominator of 4 and 2? So how you make this one have a 4? So you multiply it by 2 and you're going to have 2 over 4. Remember last quarter when y'all had the same denominator, what happens? Cancel out. So the next step would be just x minus 3 equals 2. And so how you solve this one? Add 3. And so you got your answer. Mm-hmm.